be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew.
Hi guys, hi guys. I'm so happy to be back. I know it's been a long time. It's not my fault, but let's leave excuses aside. I'm happy to be here today. Thank you guys. Thanks to everyone that got in touch with me to ask where I've been. Am I not dropping video anytime soon? I'm finally here. It's been between moving houses, jobs and everything, but I'm finally back, and I promise that this time around I'll be dropping videos. Let's do it once in a month. Like, I don't want to keep up with 2 weeks promises, and then we can see how it goes from there. So to my returning subscribers, Nagode, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for always watching my videos. Thank you for liking. Thank you for telling people about Lashe. I love you so much. And the new subscriber, if you are watching this video for the first time, you need to hit that button. That's our routine. Come on, you need to hit that button. Hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notification. It's all about fun here, I promise. So guys, I'm here today with a family. They say 1 + 1 is equals to 1, but you know, I'm here with 2 people. No man should put us under, but me, I'm putting us under today. But God forbid, I'm just kidding. So I'm here with a family, a lovely family. I've learned from them. I know they're hearing this for the first time, but I've learned from them. They're so lovely. Just let's keep it short as that. We're going to be meeting them for the first time today. So without no further ado, please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Adedejis. So guys, this is Mr. Adedejis and this is Mrs. Adedejis. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
So without no further ado, basically our topic for today is majoring around financing in marriage. So we've seen a lot of things these days, and both in real life experiences, internet, social medium, and it's scary. If I'm going to be truthful, it's scary, and I'm just going to ask, before we go into that, just a quick one. Can Mr. Adedejis, I know you like having that opportunity to say that story, so I'm going to give that to you today. Can you just tell us briefly how you met Mrs. Adedejis?
Set up. How I met? Well, I met her way back in school.
Okay.
That was, if I'm not mistaken, probably 15 years ago now. Wow. 15, 16 years ago.
Wow.
I met her at tutorial. It was Achievers tutorial back in school, Ogun State University, for those who know. And I met her in the class. She was sitting down. She wasn't in the tutorial, funny enough. I think she went to see a friend. And one of my friends was a teacher in that class, was taking that class. And I walked by the window and I saw her sitting beside the window. And I remember that I called my friend and I said, "That's my wife." It was like, so after that day I was like, I need a name. What's her name? And there was a mix up in her name because my friend didn't get the accurate name. My name is Adedejis, but my friend got Adetokwe. So we started looking for Adetokwe. We looked for Adetokwe for I think 3 to 4 years, because after that I didn't see her for the next 4 years. Then we started looking for Adetokwe. Then her name is Adedejis. Then the name my friend gave me was Adetokwe Ogubambu. But her name is not Adetope Ogumba, it's Ogumbajo, which is different from
Oh
Ogumba.
God. Confusion.
So we were looking for Adetope Ogumba for 4 years. We didn't see Adetope Ogumba in the school, so I didn't see her. Then on my final day in school, my final year dinner, I remember I was going to the dinner and I said, and I spoke to, I was praying in my mind because I'm a Christian, and I was praying. I was like, God, okay, I saw this girl that I want to marry way back 3-4 years ago.
Intentional man.
And I've not seen her since then. If I see her today, I'm not going to let her go. And as God will have it, I said that prayer at the gate of the event center, and I saw her sitting down.
Look at her blushing.
At the entrance of the event center, and the rest is history. So that was like the summary of it. So I didn't let her go after that day. I made it intentional to, ask her out, tell her what I was interested in, and we started dating like a few months after that, and 15-16 years later we are married, 2 kids.
Clap for Jesus. Such a sweet story. God, when? So, we've had the little story behind how they met. It's been 15 years. 15, yeah. It's so long. How have you been coping with finances? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm just trying to know let me put it this way. Has finances been an issue in your marriage? Let me ask Joke that question.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because initially we didn't understand. Everybody makes their own money. So we didn't understand how to, and everybody that knows females want to hold on to their money and spend the man's money. It's normal, and I spend. I buy. So it was a bit of challenge, but eventually I think I realized the fact that we're in the boat together. So if the boat sinks, we both sink. So what I do, most people can't do it.
Okay. What do you do?
Because I give all my money out. I give him all my money.
Okay.
And then we plan, and then I get back what I need. So I have to stick to spending what I have back.
Okay, so you have your needs. He has his own needs as well.
Yeah.
How do you balance that out?
It's budgeting.
In the sense, can you explain please? Because I'm trying to learn too. So you said you give him the money.
Yeah.
So he manages the money.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you make sure that you get all your needs at the end of the day? Women needs more than men, if I'm going to, except for the bills. Women needs more than men.
Yep.
We have a lot of needs than men. So how do you make sure that those things come into places?
That's why there's budgeting. If it's not like an immediate need, it can go into next month's budget.
Okay.
So if it is not something that you actually really need right now, something that you can still hold on to not getting right now, you can put it in next month's budget. And then another month's budget. So this month's budget is already made. So whatever is in the budget is what is in the budget. So I get what I already planned for. So every month I give a budget out. Oh, this is what I think I need for this month. Although there's a little bit on top.
Okay.
Just for emergency sakes. But whatever is in that budget, I have to stick to spending. If any emergency comes that can actually go into another budget, we have to hold off. Or else you go into your savings. That's just basically it.
Okay.
If you make everything an emergency, you end up spending your savings as well. So if you can go into next month's budget, just close your eyes and put it in next month's budget.
Okay.
And so let me also interject there, because the way finances work, finance for marriage is not a one size fits all.
No.
Because it works, certain way works for us, doesn't mean it works for another person. Like we have a common pool of resources.
Yeah.
Whatever money we make, if I get my pay slip for a payment. If I'm getting paid, say tomorrow, I get my pay slip like 2 days before. If I get my pay slip, I send it to her. She sees the pay slip. Okay, this is how much I'm making for the month. If she gets her money, she sends it to me. This is how much I'm making for the month. So what we do is we put my money and our money. For us, there's no my money. No. It's our money.
Yeah.
So whatever money she makes, if she makes the most money for that month, it's our money. If I make the most money for that month, it's our money. So we put those together, okay, in one account. So it's not like she's sending it to me for me to just hold on to. It's like we put it to one account. And then from when our money gets there, my money gets there for that month, then we decide, okay, what do you need to do this month? What do I need to do this month? Okay, are you giving any members of your family money this month? Or are you giving somebody this month? Are you borrowing somebody this month? Whatever you've planned on that money is what you're only entitled to take out.
Yeah.
So if she's entitled to say she has about, in pounds, say she has an expense of about £600, she's entitled to just £600 of that money. As long as it is, we're both agreeing on the significance of that spending. If it's not significant enough, like why are you going to Paris? You understand? Why are you going to this place? It has to be significant.
Why now?
You understand? Why
Can
now?
we push it?
Why not in 2 months' time? If it's not a significant part of the plan, then we can hold on to it. So if she's needing £500, she gets the £500, quite alright, and a bit on top. Like, okay, in case of anything. But it doesn't mean that budget to be, followed 100%.
Yeah, no.
There are times when you go a bit above.
I always go. I always go a bit.
She always goes above.
I always go above.
There was a month you went. There was a month
I just blasted it.
Like she went through it. Went through my, and she just kept on going. But I understood, and I was like, I wasn't bothered. I was bothered, but. There are periods like that, and there are periods when she's really calm and there are periods when she just goes out and then she just keeps going, and you're like, she needs £500, and before you know she's on 2,500 or 3,000 or something, and you're like
what did you do?
You said 500, now you're like 1,500, 2,000. What's happening? Yeah. But I mean, it goes. But the thing is at the end of the day, it boils down to accountability.
Yeah.
Not being accountable to one person. That's just the essence of it.
Yeah, you apologize when you spend so much.
Oh, I was coming to that. So, has there been any time that this actually has caused, has maybe had a major effect on your marriage? I mean, you both come together, put your money together, list out your budgets and expenses and everything, and then go into it. Has there been any time where that, because of the decision you guys made of maybe having a joint account and everything, has there been any time where that has had a major effect on your marriage? I mean, maybe like, I'm talking about differences, like maybe fights. Has it caused a fight before in your marriage?
Definitely. It happens virtually, I don't want to say every month, but
it doesn't cause fights.
It doesn't cause
it only causes fights when I spend so much, when you go over the budget. But it's pulling money.
You do almost every month.
Yeah, she does almost every month.
So, how does that make you feel?
See, the thing is,
I'm sorry for putting you on the spot.
the thing is, I've understood everything we had today. We built it together, okay, and everything was largely because of who she is as a person. So, like, I always tell people way back, we have a business account, and the ATM of those business accounts is with her. Okay. So she knows she has the access to go on the spending spree if she wants to. Now, there are times when she goes on a spending spree, the way females do, and they're like, oh, there's this shoe I want, there's this clothes I want, there's this, I've not bought a new, the way I've not gotten a new clothes. And the funny thing is,
now how can I be making money and I don't buy anything for myself?
Have to buy clothes every month.
That's the funny part, because I look at the wardrobe and
I no space.
Our wardrobe is, which is supposed obviously, is probably times 10 of my own. Like before I pick a clothes, she has like 10 different ones to go through. And I'm like, how would you say you've not bought a clothes in life?
And at the end of the day, we still do not know what to wear.
I don't even wear them. It's just there.
That's the thing. I'm looking at myself like like the last time I bought the clothes for myself was probably like a few months before.
Was something I bought for you.
Probably something she bought for me, like, exactly. And you have you bought something 2 weeks ago, and you're saying you don't have like babe, we've not gotten new clothes in the last. I'm like, you just bought some like few weeks, but it's normal. So with me, what I've always tried to do is I understand it's going to happen. So at times I put myself in that mental state that if it happens, I shouldn't get too pissed off. There are times where I've gotten pissed off and that's been a serious issue. Like you shouldn't have gone. Like she will tell me, for instance, now this is how much she's making this month.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, babe, it's time to put the monies together. And she's like, I've gone through like almost 40% of it. I'm like, you just got that money yesterday. So it happens. I'm pissed off, I'm angry, but I mean, it's a marriage. There are days when she tells me she wants 100% of the money, and then she doesn't even do 10%. And then we ended up saving for my money like 90% of it. So it goes high and low. It causes issues with arguing, but I mean, when, like you said, we're in the boats together. If it sinks, it sinks. If it cruises, it cruises. So I'm not going to.
Plus, I know how to apologize.
I know
I know how to apologize.
That's a topic for another day.
Oh, I know the apology.
Exactly, I know how to apologize.
God, when
That's
okay.
I know, men. Once we get apologies, apologies that make
This man! So what did he?
Example of apologies that make sense.
Teach
Teach me.
that there's apology and there's apology.
Thank
There's
you.
apology that you would apologize and you be like, do you want to spend more?
I'm a finished man in a
Just spend
relationship.
more.
And there's apology that I used to collect another one.
I
That's
have to
what
get manuscript from you, please, my sister. Okay. Thank you so much for that. So, I need to know, how do you go about savings?
He does all the savings.
Okay. So the accounts where the money goes in, is it for? I mean, you both are the signatories to the account, yeah?
Yeah, we'll have access to the account.
Okay, because we see a lot of things on the internet. I'm now back to what we see on social media. We see things on social media these days, and it's, like I said, it's scary. We've seen 30 years of marriages just getting vanished. We've seen 15, even 50 years of marriages. So, don't you think that at some point, I mean, that is the scary part, right? That is what I see. How did they start to, all my life, okay, let's say since we've married, we've been building things together, we've been buying these things together, we've been owning our properties in our names and everything. How do you think at the end of the day it goes down to, okay, let's share it this way, and it feels unfair to the other party, if you know what I mean. So when it comes to the process where the lawyers would come in and dissolve the properties and everything, it gets to a point where it will feel unfair to the other party. Yeah. So how do you view that? I know I do not pray that your marriage let's make that clear. I do not pray that for you guys. I absolutely love you guys. I love your marriage. I love everything. But I'm just saying, just for this sake of people that are watching the video and they would like to maybe do what you guys are doing, and at the end of the day they're still scared of what could happen, like the future, what does the future hold. So Adedejis, what do you think? Can I have your thoughts about that?
Sincerely, I do not dwell on negativities.
Let me address. Let me see. For me, I think for me, and I think I speak for the two of us, it comes from a place of, now nobody knows tomorrow, obviously. Nobody knows what's going to happen in 5 or 10 or 20 years. But like I always tell people, one of the questions I always like to ask married couples is, if I ask you now, are you in love with your husband or are you in love with your wife? The tendency is you're going to tell me yes.
It's not tendency, it's normal.
You're going to tell me yes. But the truth is, the fact is, the way you feel the first month when you first meet your husband or your wife, it's not the way you feel now if you're being sincere.
Definitely.
Because there's a way your heart pumps blood when you see, and then your body is doing gish gish. If I use that word.
My mom will say, by the time when you are in love, if your partner cheats, you will call it moi.
Yeah.
So because at that point in time, everything is still all fresh and rosy and everything. But the thing is, the longer you go into it, the more it becomes a deliberate action to wake up every day and be a better version for this other person. So it's a deliberate action. You're waking up today and you're like, okay, today I'm gonna try and be the best possible version for this person to be with today. So it's a deliberate action. It's now it's an intentional action. Your heart is no more pumping blood because you've seen this person at his worst and at the highest. You've seen the goods, the highs, the lows, the beauty, the ugly of this person. So when that person comes around, when you're dating with the first 1 or 2, 3, 1 month or 2 months, and your blood pumps and you're like, this person is there, it's not going to be there anymore if you're being sincere. So now it becomes deliberate. It becomes an intentional action. So it now boils down to the trust you have in that person. So for us, I knew from day one, not from day one, I knew along the line that, okay, this is someone I could actually trust with pulling money together. And I'll give you a very good instance. When I was starting my very first business in Nigeria, at a very early, this was like the formative phase of our relationship, so to say. It was like 14, 15 years ago, thereabouts. And I was starting my business, and I wasn't earning much where I was working. And I was embarking on the business that was going to cost in the millions. This was like in Nigeria, this was like 13 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was like when money was money in Nigeria. And I needed funds to push it through. I knew I was going to need funds to push it through. And she came around from work that day, and I was like, I did have my plans with the barrel and paper. And I was like, okay, babe, see what I'm making in a month, see what this business needs. I don't have an idea I'm going to push it through, but and everything. So I spoke to her. Now I spoke to her because she was my partner. We were not married, we were just dating.
Yeah.
And I laid it out for her. And she said, okay, no problem. This is what I'm going to do. There and then she told me, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how much I make in a month. I'm going to give you all of it. Minus my transportation allowance. Okay, I'm going to give you everything from this salary. I'm only going to take out a couple of thousands and everything, just for me to get to work and come back. Okay, do what you need to do, and then we'll take it from there. That there and then sent a message of, like, you know the way Nigeria is now. How many females is going to like take on my salary?
They play.
You understand? It was something you really come across, and I'm like, we're not even married, we're only dating. Now it's not something every female will want to do. I'm not saying some females won't do it, but there and then it spoke trust. For me, that was like, it sealed the trust for me. Like, okay, if this lady is trusting me to just give me all that money to run a business that she doesn't even know if it's going to turn out good or not.
Were you not scared? Sorry, just a quick one.
I trust him with money.
No, not with money. We
scared of
love your, I don't know.
I know where he lives.
Continue. So let's say tomorrow you give him all the money.
I know his mom and his dad. I know where he lives. I know his mom and his dad. So,
so she did what she did. She did give me everything, and that, I think that formed the platform for us to still continue doing what we do today.
Yeah, I think that was when we started putting. Well, that was when I started giving him all my money anyway, and that was since then I've been giving him all my money.
So it wasn't like you guys sat down and you talked about, okay, since we're getting married now, this is how we want our finances to be. It just happened.
It just happened when we were dating, and then I actually found out that it helped me to save. So I wasn't spending all my money.
So he gave you the money. He returned the money you borrowed.
Yes. So it helped me to save. It was like a contribution kind of thing. So it helped me with my own savings. So I wasn't spending everything. So if I take out my feeding and transport, I still have enough, because then I sourced for other ways to transport myself.
Okay.
Like link up with people, take me to work, and I don't have to pay for bus and everything. So it helped me to cut down my savings and then to save and make money. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, like I said, when it now boils down to trust, and you now knowing your partner, how far your partner can go financially for you.
Yeah.
You understand? So it brings a level of trust that It's different from my money is your money, my money is my money, your money is your money kind of a relationship kind of thing. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying if that works, it works.
It still comes up once in a while though. Like, it's my money. Why can't I spend my money?
Okay.
Yeah. But
Thank you for being truthful. This is what I need. I don't want a situation whereby you would want to portray your marriage. I like the fact that you don't want to portray your marriage like it's perfect.
it's not perfect.
Yeah.
I have somebody that makes me accountable all the time. So even if I spend my money, I have to say how I spent it and what I spent it on. So sometimes I'm like, it's my money. I'm making the money now. Let me enjoy something. But then it's not because it doesn't want me to spend it. And when I fuck up, that is when I make
It's my money.
it's my money. I know I fucked up. But then calm down, apologize.
That's the sweetest part of it, to be honest. Like when you guys come back and realize that okay, Sunday, this is where I've messed up. Joke, this is where I've messed up, and you guys come together and.
But that's the thing. I don't think I mess up. I don't think I
Come on,
I mess up.
Great base.
Nah, I didn't mess up.
Men
I'm
are always right.
Yeah.
I'm always on point when it comes to it.
Men are always right with their ego. Yeah. We understand
And
that.
that's
We
the
know
truth.
that.
She
You don't mess up. I keep telling you, I don't know how you spend the money.
No, that's the thing. You see the budget,
Yeah.
but you want me to like keep reminding you, okay, this is what this money is going to go for.
Now.
I'm like, I can't keep reminding you. You know what the money was supposed to go for in the first place. I've done what the money is supposed to go. Like if you're supposed to go on the vacation or go on something, that money is going there. So when you don't see the money there, because it has gone for what you need it to go for, and it's like, oh, you need to have just reminded me that I was supposed to go for that. Like you just want to like pull something out of nothing because you know
because
you have done something.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm just going to go into this question. This is especially for couples that has migrated from Nigeria into the UK. I know it's not been easy with finances, if we're going to be truthful about. I mean, in Nigeria, we all knew that. I don't care. I don't know how you pay the house rent. It's just once in a year now. Just gather the money and just do your responsibility as a man.
Yes.
So pay for the bills. I don't care. I can only support you. I can only give you maybe like money. Maybe I'm going to the market, buy some stuffs, not ask you for the money. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ask for the money.
Yes,
maybe it's like a large, maybe like want to stock the house.
Yes.
Definitely we ask for the money. So stuff like that we know how we used to do, even though in Nigeria it still causes some issues, but at least it's still better than the abroad.
Yeah.
So now in the abroad it's different. It's different. I mean, there are some that still try to maintain it that way, but it's hard, especially if you are new in the country.
Yeah.
So what advice? I know you've been doing this joint thing for a while, and it's not everyone that's going to agree with you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So what advice do you think, I mean, on a neutral ground now, not based on your joint agreements, what advice do you think you can give couples out there that are having difficulty in managing their finances in the UK? We all know that in the UK, you pay house rent every month, you pay electricity bill, water bills, TV license. If you have car, you pay car insurance, road tax, everything every month. At the end of the month, the money you have in your accounts is little, is not what you can. And at the end of the day, they will even call you from Nigeria and ask you for money as if you are picking the money on the floor in the UK. So can you advise couples that are having financial difficulty in their marriage? Because I actually feel like I've heard a lot of stories in this UK, and I know you guys would have heard some as well, where police will even come and arrest the husband. They will be like, this is not who you were in Nigeria. Why are you changing now that you are in the UK? They don't know what is happening. If Instablog carries the story, I used to go straight into the comment section. Comment section, people. I'm number one. Into the comment section, and I see people in Nigeria insulting ladies in the UK, you don't do this in Nigeria. Why did you start doing it in the UK? Blah blah blah. They are not in the marriage. They don't know what is happening. I know some women are actually wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to money, they are wicked. You cannot tell them anything. They will tell you, be the husband, be the this thing, be the digba. But what do you think you can say to those kind of women out there as a woman? Just advise them, please.
The thing I still keep saying every time is, it's a boat. You are in the same car. If it crashes, you both get injured. That is the way I see my marriage. We are in the same boat. Even sometimes when he's driving, I say, "Baby, by here," and like, I say, "Oh my God, if anything happen, we are inside this state together." So when I say go this way or go that way, it's for our own good. So people coming into the UK, sometimes I feel people don't cut their clothes according to the material they have. Everybody wants to look good. Everyone wants to show off. Take your photo. You want to snap pictures so that they can know that you are here. You have arrived.
You're in the UK.
Exactly. When you first come in, you need to calm down. You don't need to go all out. You spent a lot of money coming in. You don't really have as much to start flaunting all over the place. You need to calm down. The first year is also period.
It is. It is.
So I keep telling everybody, while you are hustling, calm down. You are here to make money. You're not here to flaunt what you don't have. Getting a house is not easy.
It's not.
Also, work.
Well, if you are a student paying school fees, they will block your module. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
And you are paying bills.
The frustration that comes with it also.
Yes.
It's mad. It's mad. The frustration of, okay, before you left the country, before you left Nigeria, you were thinking, by the time I spend like 3, 4, 5 months in
you would have.
I would have a house in Lekki.
Exactly.
Buy this thing, boy.
It doesn't happen that way. So sometimes people need to let go of whatever they were back in Nigeria. Let that mind go. I had a nanny. I had a house help coming in to clean my house every day. I have a car. I have Range Rover while I was in Nigeria. I was the boss. I was this other. Calm down. You don't need all that. All that is in Nigeria, unless you want to go back and go and meet it. Sure. You are in the UK. Nobody out who you were back in Nigeria.
I don't care.
No. But here you have to start from the bottom and work your way up. Don't try and like jump to the top. It doesn't work. So if you calm down, your money will calm down with you. If it is you don't have to drive if you don't need to. Take bus.
It's not compulsory.
It's not compulsory. Take a bus. If you don't need to spend,
if you want to flex, enter Uber.
If you want to flex, enter Uber. Exactly. Take a bus. £2 will get you to where you are going. So, and if you want to eat what you have. Don't buy African foodstuffs. Leave it alone. Because it's expensive. You want to eat amala. You want to eat semo. Like calm down. You don't need to. Whatever you have brought from Nigeria, eat that first. If it is finished, buy the ones that you can get in the store, the £1, the 90p, the 50. Eat that. It is food. It's just to nourish your body. It will save you money. Going to African store to go and buy, we know it's expensive. You don't need to ship from Nigeria. It's still expensive. What do you want to eat? Your house is an hotel. You come, sleep at night, go out and work in the morning. You come back home, eat and sleep. You go out again. So that house is not basically not. So you don't need to spend so much. If you want to buy, you don't need to order. There's Temu, there's Shein. Calm down. You don't need to go to charity shop. They have good clothes there that is very cheap. It's just for a while. It's not forever.
But the thing at the end of the day is like to further buttress our question now is, you see a lot of couples, and because the law in Nigeria doesn't favor the law in Nigeria
doesn't favor females.
No, I wouldn't say it doesn't favor females, because I think the law in Nigeria is just whoever, it just depends on whoever can sway the law. It's like we are not using law in Nigeria. The tradition in Nigeria, the culture doesn't favor females. Nigeria is obviously have laws, but the culture favors the man.
Yeah.
If I do say so. But in the UK it's different. it favors the woman. So more often than not, when a lady gets here with a husband that probably has been lording over her in Nigeria, and then they get here and then she realizes, oh,
It's my time.
So yeah, you can actually not do this stuff because if you do this stuff, I can actually, mess you up. And then the lady realizes, oh, I have this much power. It sends on signals to the lady's head of okay and everything. And if it's not careful, if the lady is not careful, she can overextend what she should not be extending. But on the flip side, the man itself, in Nigeria is the man that does everything, pays the house rent, does the school. I'm talking about the responsible men anyway.
The responsible men, thank you.
Yeah,
in courts.
That caters, that does all the normal catering and everything. So if you follow the system you're working with in Nigeria, you do the same thing here in the UK, you're just going to mess yourself up. So it's about the two of you going at it.
Yeah.
The husband and the wife going at it. Now, if you don't trust yourself with money, which is the essence of this conversation,
Yeah.
if you don't trust yourself with money, then for me, there's going to be a problem. If it's not immediate, there's going to be a long-term problem because the two of you are going to have to trust each other.
True.
When it comes to money in the UK, because by the time you factor in house rent, you factor in your bills, and bills is a lot.
As mentioned.
No jokes, bills is a lot. And if you're two, that's very good. That means the two of you can actually go at that bills. If you're one, if you're just like a single person, you're still going to go at that same bill that two people are going at, and they say 2 heads are better than one.
Yeah.
So the two of you are going to have to come off your high horses. The man is the man and he's the head of the house. You go put aside. Trust the fact that if it's your woman that is going at it, if it's she knows if it's when she was going at it or she's still going at it, and our work is much more beneficial in terms of money than what I'm doing, then she needs to be given the priority.
I'm still going to come to that.
She needs to go at it more than I'm going, and then I need to take a step back and be like, okay, see, Nigeria is Nigeria. Okay, somebody has to take a step back and guide the house, the kids, put the house in order and everything. It's not because of the fact that you're not a man.
Yeah.
It's because you're doing the things you need to do for the sake of your family. So if it's your wife's place that makes a lot of sense, in quotes, let her go at it. It doesn't mean you are not going to go at your own thing. So you need to trust. And then if it's a woman that will not say it's my money, my money is my money, then I'm sorry to say the two of you are not yet ready for a civilized economy.
True.
In the UK.
In the UK, yes.
Or don't let me use the word civilized economy. Let me say much more, So the two of you are going to have to calm down and go at the bills, go at the expenses, be proper, be intentional about your finances. Otherwise, whatever bills, okay, see, money is your money, no problem.
Yes, please bills.
You take care of house rent. So I'm not going to be concerned about house rent. Your money is your money, take care of house rent.
Yeah, there are some families that actually does it that way.
Yeah.
And if it works out for them,
It works out.
it works out.
So take care of that bills. I'll take care of these bills. How you get to do it, you're an adult, get it sorted. How I sort mine, I'm an adult, I get it sorted. If occasionally you need help, oh babe, see what is happening, I'm a bit short, I need the 100 or 200, okay, no problem, I can sort you out. If I want to get it back, well, that's another conversation. I'll get it back because it's a loan. Because you made it known your money is your money, my money is my money.
Yeah.
But to do bigger things in this country, you're going to have to at some point in time
come together.
Yeah.
So that's just it.
Okay. So now I have a question. So I saw this video on the internet a few months ago. So it was about a man in the UK. A man and the woman. I think the family has children of, I think they have 3 or 4 kids, and at the end of the day, the man goes out to work, the woman goes out to work, and then they still make sure they pay their bills, everything 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah. So 50-50 in bills, but the man doesn't do anything in the house. So it was controversial on the internet. I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but it was controversial. I was angry when I saw that video, and I don't know where I would push my anger to, because the wife sent the man packing.
Pro.
Yeah, and then the wife in the video was explaining that she does everything in the house. Do you want to kill me? You can't even clean. I come back to the house. We work. We do full time. We both do full time. We, at the end of the day, you collect 50% of the bills from me. I pay 50% of the bills. But this man ego of coming into the country from Nigeria, you know, in Nigeria, obviously, the woman is in charge of cleaning the house, cooking and everything. And I know you guys, I know Tunde cooks.
I love to cook.
Yeah, Tunde cooks, and I know he has mentioned before that you clean.
Yeah, I clean.
Yeah. So, in the sense of, I know that thing, it might not be, they might not classify it as financial problem, but if we look at it again, it's still financial problem, because in this sense, if the woman was doing, let's say, 30% of the bills, and at the end of the day she's still maintaining the household chores and everything, I'm not sure she would be paid that much. So what do you see to that, Adejoke?
If you are doing 50% of everything, you have to, it's 50% of everything. 50% of taking care of the kids, 50% of cleaning the house. So why not get a cleaner and pay the money 50% as well, so she doesn't have to? Because I
saw the video on Instagram, and in the comment section number one, I'm always there. I saw the comment section and people were lashing at the woman, and I don't comment, but I will read comments. And I felt bad for the woman, to be honest, because we are in the system together. We know how it is. It's not easy for you to go to work 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night, come back, and you still meet the kids. For example, you guys have 2 kids.
Yeah.
Sunday was at home. Today has been at home all throughout the day, and you went to work. Yeah. And by the time you're coming back, they've not brushed. They've not had their bath.
It happens.
They've not changed their clothes.
It happens.
It does happen.
It happens.
It does
The
happen.
house is messed up and everything. It happens.
How would you feel? I know. Talk to me.
It's annoying.
It is.
It is very annoying.
Now you could control that anger by not sending Tunde out of the house.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to complain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We direct our anger in different ways. We, like the lady, I did not see any fault in what she did. I'm sorry. I'm not in support of a lady chasing her husband out of the house because you are in the UK, because you wouldn't do that if you were in Nigeria.
No.
If you are in Nigeria anyways. But if you are doing 50-50 at home, my dear, you have to do 50-50 in chores as well. No, it's the truth, because how do you want to be the father or the husband of the house?
But my question is, if they are both working full time, who is taking care of the kids while they are not at home?
So I think the wife goes for day shift, and the husband will be at home. I'm not sure, but definitely someone is always at home.
They should have just taken a cleaner.
Nah, in the UK.
In the UK.
Not much a cleaner hands in the UK. But
maybe like once a week.
It's still the same thing.
Once a week, then they can both pay 50-50.
It's still the same thing. See, we are still saying the same thing. In the UK, we are not saying Nigeria now. In Nigeria, different strokes for different folks. In Nigeria, it's different, okay? In the UK, you're married, you have a kid, you have 2 kids, whatever amount of kids you have. The I'm a man mantra, so to say, needs to be in check.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the I'm a
man, are you listening? Are you listening?
The I'm a man mantra needs to be in check, because if you're in a system that favors the woman, that favors the child before it favors you. So obviously, automatically you're already at a disadvantage as a man. So it's your job to keep certain things in check. You're still the man of the house. The fact that you cook or you clean or you take care of the kids does not make it less of a man.
True.
In our opinion, anyway. But if you need to take the kids to the school, take them to school. If you need to bring them back from school, do that. If you need to cook or clean, if your wife is having an all-day shift and she's coming back by 11 p.m., I mean, for me, it's I don't want to say wicked for you to expect her to come back at 11 and start cooking. If you don't know how to cook well, that might be a different conversation, but at least you can maybe order food, or I mean, gari eba is very easy to make.
Even even rice.
Rice is very easy to make.
Just boil rice.
Go through the simple process. Go through the simple food process. Okay, you don't have to do the extraordinary. So but the thing is, it needs to be a partnership. It needs to work. You both need to like chip. If you're doing 50-50, then your 50-50 should know when it's your turn to do 50, your own side of the 50. Then you need to go all out and ensure your own 50% is actually done. And it's done well. Okay, 50-50 in finances, 50-50 in childcare, 50-50 in whatever it is you're doing. Means if the woman is not home, then it's your turn of your own 50%. Do your part. Okay, there's no I'm the man and I need to be the man and she needs to be all that. It's the way we are brought up. So don't let's say our culture, because our culture, the way the men are brought up in Nigeria, our culture is tilted towards the man.
Yeah.
Yes, the man is the head of the house, no questions asked. Okay. Now the woman needs to be submissive to the man, no questions asked. Okay. But at the same time, the benefits of the family should supersede whatever ego a man has, because you're not just trying to you're the leader of the house. The fact that you're the leader of the house doesn't mean you don't at times come down and listen or bring yourself down and do the things your followers would do or should be doing. Occasionally or at times you need to do what your followers are doing, because you need to be. What makes you a leader is the fact that you can actually do what everybody is doing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a leader and then you're going to ask me, I'm calling myself a leader of a company and I don't know how the finances of the company is being run or how the logistics of the company is being run, and I'm calling myself the head of the company. Anybody can just take anything by me without me knowing. So I need to be knowledgeable about everything that is going on in my company, same as the house. So if I need to pitch in, I need to pitch in. The woman needs to also understand being submissive. The fact that you know that you're in the UK and you know that maybe you're making more money than the man, you still need to be submissive. Now when the lady's ego starts coming into play of the fact that I'm making more money than you, then there's a problem, because you as a woman, if you're not checking the fact that you're making more money, because in the UK you never know who's going to make more money. It's not like in Nigeria when the guy goes out and it's Monday to Friday and everything. In the UK it could tilt either way.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the woman is the one making more of the money in that month or for that year or anything, and she needs to be the one going out and getting the job done for the house, as a woman you also need to keep that in check and not say because I'm making more money then this man is less of a man, because you come home and then you see the fact that the house is unkept. Because to men you're sending the message of, because I'm making more money then you should sweep the floor.
Yeah.
The man is a man.
Yeah, but the thing is, that actually did cause an issue at one point.
Yeah.
Because when I go to work and I come back, it lets the kid mess up the whole house. Everything is just upside down. But I have some days off every week. You can't say you are working every day of the week.
No.
You have some days off.
No.
If you take that one day to clean in the week, if it's messed up, it's your house, it's messed up, you can see it. So my mom called me from Nigeria and was like, okay, you don't have to say you want to clean it all the time. Calm down. If it is dirty, leave it dirty. Leave it dirty for your peace of mind, because you can't keep stomping every time you enter the house. You can't keep shouting every time you enter into the house. You can't keep getting angry. Give yourself high blood pressure. So calm down. When you want to clean it, one of your 2 days off, clean what you can clean. Is what you can clean. Anybody coming to your house know you have kids. It's not like it's overly dirty like that, the way we want to put it. But when we see, even if it's a pin out of place, it gets on your nerves. Not because it is very dirty, but because one thing is out of place.
And you should know something about men as well, is that there's a level at which we appreciate beauty, or this level at which we can see. For instance, now what I'm trying to say is this: there are days when she comes to the house and probably I know she's coming and I'm the one being in the house all day, and I'll probably maybe taking care of the kitchen and stuff. And in my mind I'm thinking, this kitchen is looking
no, it's not.
If she comes into the kitchen,
she's gonna be like, oh wow,
babe, you went all out.
That's a lie.
So in my mind I'm thinking, this is good, this is standard. And then she comes in and then she's like what's happening? What's happening? And I'm expecting
Sorry for the laugh.
My husband, you tried though, and I'm getting
Sorry for the laugh.
You just messed everything up. Why is that thing there? And then she goes at it, and I'm like, in my mind, I'll be thinking, yeah, do a better job. Do a better job, and then look at you. And then I'm probably maybe in the bedroom or the parlor, and then maybe she does her thing for 30 minutes or 1 hour, and then I come down and I'm like, oh boy, but this place is fine, true. In my mind, I'm thinking, how did she make this place this good?
Like,
I'm thinking I've done something really good.
Yeah.
But she has come and taken it to another level. So I understood the fact she's good at cleaning. I'm not as good as she's gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a level at which ladies are motherly. Okay, so we are not on that level. God hasn't made us hasn't put us on that level with them. So there's a level at which a lady will do things. But the fact that you can do it, do not for a second lord it over a man.
Yeah.
It's a problem. You are good at it, you're good at it. Don't lord it over him. Okay? Find a way to, it's more difficult, yes, I know. But you need to keep certain things in check. And if you know how to keep certain things in check, believe me, you don't need to call them. Why you call police? You don't need police or you don't need anybody. Your marriage will itself be beautiful on its own.
Yeah.
So that's just the way it is. At the end of it.
That sometimes you just need to let some things go.
Just let
it go.
Yeah. I know. Thank you so much for it's been a long conversation. I at some point I even forgot I was recording. But thank you so much for this. So lastly, before we end the podcast for today, so now what advice do you have for people that have not gotten married? The ones that they will tell you, ask the man question. You are saying, what do you want in a man? They are saying, I want a fine man. I want a man that is rich.
Okay.
You don't even know if he's caring.
Told that an answer.
You just want a man that is rich.
My wife's spec was, I want a tall, dark, and
Not some lawyer.
Opposite of me.
The first day I met her, she was like, and we're discussing. That first day I told her, I asked that God, please let me see her. And I saw her, and that day I made the intention I was going to, and I was going at it. I was talking to her, and I was, me now, guys. She didn't know I was scoping questions, and I was like, are you dating someone? It's like, yeah, she's dating somebody. I was like, wow. And I'm like, okay, but whichever we never can tell what kind of men that guys do you like. And she's like, I like a tall, dark, handsome, I like preferably a lawyer.
Well, that is there.
That is there.
The only thing I have is
Dark.
Tall, I know tall.
No.
Handsome is subjective.
Yeah, lawyer. No.
Okay, yeah,
I'm an economist, so I'm like, well, at the end of the day, spec or no spec, you want a millionaire, you want a billionaire, you want somebody that's going to give you that is earning so amount of money. You build things, man. That's just my belief is that you build things. If you are not ready to put in the work and you just want to come into a place and just come into a mansion and just
like you will say, as a lady, what do you bring to the table?
What do you bring to the table?
Exactly. At the table.
Man, I'm not. That's the whole different conversation. But for me personally, I like the woman that's ready to put in the work with me. Okay, we started off as, I don't want to say, but we started off as God. We're looking up. Well, I'm not saying we're anywhere near anything anyway. But I'm saying, but if you look at where we're coming from and where we are today, it's a whole different.
We've seen answered prayer.
Yeah, and everything and stuff like that. So, at the end of the day, being single, it's not bad, but you need to work on yourself. That's what I always tell single people anyway. If you're singlehood, if there's a word like that, is for you to work on yourself, work on the things that you know would attract the opposite fellow when the time comes. And so when the time comes, you can actually go at it with that person. If God is so good and God gives you someone that is a millionaire or billionaire already, thumbs up, good luck to you, babe. Do you enjoy yourself? But put yourself in a position where if a man comes today, can you say you're ready? If you're looking for a ready-made man, but at the end of do you at the same time?
You would see, actually, yes.
But
so you would see, to be honest, you would see. If you're looking for a ready-made person, you would see. You will find it's your own choice.
Yeah. So so basically, at the end of the day, it boils down to your own. I don't want to say preference, but it boils down to your own person. If it's a ready-made material that you're looking for, thumbs up, best of luck to you.
But what if that ready-made did they not eventually take care of you?
That's just it.
So, but if you put in the work with someone, you could flip it. You could flip it either way. You could say someone like you're not ready to struggle with a man and you want a ready-made man, and And when the ready-made man gets you, puts you in his house, and the ready-made man is telling you, I was me before I met you, so what are you contributing to me being better than me?
Yeah.
I mean, it's something for you to ponder and think about. So at the end of the day, it boils down to you working on yourself as a single person, as a single lady, as a single guy, putting yourself in that position that when that person comes, that person's job and sole responsibility is to take you from point A to the next level. Take you from this point to the next level. But that person can only be able to do that if you put yourself in the position where that person can elevate you. But if you're not putting yourself in the position and you're just maybe taking it as it comes and hoping for a miracle or something to just a lottery to just then I mean that's up to you. So
Yeah, I know I said that was the last question, but one question just popped up in my mind now, and the question is, what do you think about women that are more successful than their husbands? We've seen a lot of things. We've seen that it doesn't end well.
Yeah.
Most times it doesn't end well. It gets down to the ego. I think it's the ego of the man. Yeah.
But not all men actually have ego. It's not a bad thing if a woman makes more money than the husband. She's way
more intelligent than I am in school.
I was book smart. She's street smart.
She's way more intelligent than I am. She knows. Everybody that knows the two of us knows when it comes to academics and everything. I'm not on that level. So I understand that part. I'm not going to contend with her on that. When it comes to other side, that maybe making money and everything, she knows who your guy is. So if when I met her, funny enough, I don't know if she remembers it. When I met her, she was she had some she wants to be what was that what she was in now? She wants to be really, really successful, and she doesn't really care which man was in her path. A man was not going to be on her path to get to where she needs to get to.
No.
Yeah, sure.
That was a mantra back then, and that was one of the things she believed in.
Do you still believe in that?
The what? We are going to be successful together. It's now a 2-person thing, so it's not a 1-person thing. If I had wanted to go at it, then I had opportunities way then. Immediately I finished my BSc to do my masters in the US. I stayed back because of him. I had a lot of opportunities.
See this girl.
I had a lot of opportunities to travel out.
This man has turned that but
no.
You know what you have.
Yeah.
Okay? If you know what you have.
You trust what you have.
If you know what you have, I mean, like I said, nobody knows tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's always a deliberate action when you wake up every single day to be the best version of you for this person. So she had options to do what she needed to do. Okay. I know she had options to do what she needed to do. So what I basically put my life to be on, the essence of my life now is to ensure that she is a better version of who she is yesterday. So if it's putting her in that position for her to excel, it's my duty to do that, because I know what probably she sacrificed or gave up. So every single day she knows, and people around us know this. I put her in a position for her to excel, to succeed. If she needs anything to make her comfortable, she has it. If she wants to go anywhere, or she wants a vacation or anything, so anyway, just to make her feel I'm working too much, I need to relax.
So I call him my pimp.
Do you want a vacation?
Of course I want a vacation.
Yeah,
I call him my pimp.
Vacation. She's going somewhere for vacation in
very soon. I call him my pimp, so he manages me. Manages, strategizes. Oh, let's do it this way. Oh, you have this. Okay, let's go at it this way. Let's try and do it this way. Okay, what do you think? So he manages me, and then in return, I help him out as well.
I mean, it's okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I really, really appreciate this, taking out your time out of your busy schedules and just turning up for this small share. Thank you so much. I know I've been a pain in your ass, but anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. Adedejis.
You're welcome.
Than't you.
You're welcome.
You don't appreciate me.
I know.
No.
I appreciate myself.
You know the drill, no. So thank you so much if you've watched till the very end, I mean till now, and you've not subscribed, please, what are they waiting for?
I don't understand though.
We've said all the story of our lives today and you still did not subscribe. Why are you hating? Why you hate? Love so that love will find you.
Exactly.
So please guys, subscribe. Please, I'm begging. Please now, subscribe now and turn on your post notification. And then this will be the end of our discussion and our conversation today. So thank you guys, and lastly, this is Mr. and Mrs. Tunde and Adedejis. Thank you so much for joining. Have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this. So I love you guys. Bye.